Right.
I heard the Hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions.
Let's go looking for a way into the maintenance sector. Does not appear to be in here. It's anticlimactic. Let's see if I can remember where it is.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before,
The answer's over here.
the janitor is a friendly face.
Ominous mopping.
Hello.
Hello.
I really like that bit of the janitor is a friendly face. Cut to ominous mopping.
Yup. The friendliest face.
Maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the
We
override.
gotta try and find
Maybe it was you
friendly
who got me into
janitor
the
man.
oldest house with the lockdown.
And he does seem fairly friendly, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He also
Felt
kind of
like
seems
he
like
made
what
the
would happen
elevator appear
if
that
you
took
hired
Lynch's
David Lynch to be
office.
your janitor. Like
Is
weird
Ati
Finnish
hiding
David
too?
Lynch.
Yeah. Oh, I can't pull out my gun. This is a problem. I guess that's not the area that has the fun, let's say, workaround
The
to
directorial override is right there, in the control room.
being...
How do we get there?
Train of thought. There are some ways to get around not having the right security key card, let's say.
Oh. Sequence breaks.
Yeah. Can I... Why do I not have a gun? It seems like an
Uh-oh.
issue.
Can you melee things?
Yeah.
I feel like you should have a gun.
Generally speaking, yes.
Can you open your menu? Did you somehow unequip your gun?
I have somehow unequipped my gun and all my mods.
Great. You should put those back on, probably.
I did not know you could do that.
Me either. This is new tech.
Alright, let's try that again, this time
Thanks,
with
new
the,
update.
with the gun equipped. Thanks, new update.
Control is a very stable game.
Clearly, I was not worthy of being the director for that brief moment in time.
It's a stable work of genius.
Yes.
I mean, the real director would have been able to win that fight with no gun. I'm just saying.
I almost did. On the bright side, now I can do this. And say, I don't need no 2-star...
No level 2 key card.
Yep. I recommend this young adult book to my brother's kids.
Is it yet another book club thing?
It's the first one we found in this playthrough, but yeah.
Okay. I don't remember the order you find them in, but I really like... I like, as you read it, how much more apparent it becomes that, yo, there's something really fucked up going on here.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I mean, with the book club specifically.
Directorial
Yeah,
override is right
but
there.
also like I
In
just
the
feel
control
like
room.
the book club is not the only thing that's fucked up.
Well, clearly. But it's like you expect everything else to be fucked. But then it's like, really, even the book club can't escape?
Especially the book club can't escape.
You don't even want to know what happened to the FBC's fucking D&D group.
No. It's not a thing for mortals to know.
Auntie was the DM.
I would play Dungeons and Dragons with Audrey.
Hell
as
yes,
the
I would.
DM. Yeah, let's construct.
That's why Trench trusted his inner circle so much. They got together every week and just D&D'd it up. They had to boot Northmore out of the group.
Board countermeasures are little like just ongoing missions that give you like little mods generally when you complete them.
They're like passive gameplay challenges. You activate them, and then you try to do what it tells you to do.
Yeah.
For fun and experience and rewards and whatnot.
And now I have a second form for my service weapon, which I just really want to point out that I love switching forms so much.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good
It's like
animation.
Vanquish Light,
Yeah.
and sometimes less is more.
Yes. It's subtle Vanquish.
That said, if you could rocket slide in this game, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, if you just opened a door at the end of the game and found the fucking suit from Vanquish, I'd be alright. I'd be okay with that twist.
Yeah.
It's like, for the end of the game, you're becoming a very different action game. This is now Vanquish with telekinesis.
Speaking of Vanquish, how about that 10th anniversary whatever compilation coming early next year?
That'll be alright.
With
I recommend people play the shit out of Vanquish, because that game's amazing.
it and Bayonetta. Here's this
Yeah.
room. We can't really do anything about this room for the time being.
Two great games. Did they seriously both come out the same year?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I did not realize that.
There was a period of time where Platinum was pumping out like 3 games a year. Because I want to say it was also...
That's insane.
Or no, because the first year of existence they did Mad World, Infinite Space, and... Maybe they didn't come out the same year, because I think Bayonetta was one of those first year games. Mic stand, no! This will be the running gag for now, until I fix
It'll be
this.
the running gag apparently forever.
Yep.
Let's see.
But I do totally think they came out very close together. They may not have been the same year. I don't remember the release dates.
Let me see.
As I try to remember where the janitor's office is.
Bayonetta was October 2009. Vanquish was October 2010.
It's roughly the same.
1 year apart.
Yeah. Man, something weird's going on in this break room. Why is it all red? Ah, shit.
Ugh. This place makes me nauseous.
This is not how walls should work.
Object of power.
Control.
How do you think it got down here?
Shit. Oh boy. Where am I? There I am.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Let's fix this nice carousel horse. Words. Get a really useful power.
Yeah.
I really like the board talking about it. It's the horse slash choo-choo. I did the thing that I was going to tell you about before I told you about it, because you can air evade. You've unlocked the ability to be an anime fighter.
You now have 6 dashes.
Yep.
I really like the way the board swings. I've mentioned this before.
Ah,
I will
shit.
mention it. I will mention it again.
You and the horse are now bound slash friends for life. Although I fucked up at the end, so now I need to do it again. I got too excited for my britches. That's what you get when you try to cut corners.
Mm-hmm.
You get dead.
Should have used more air dashes.
You only get one at the start. That I did.
Really?
Yeah, that I did remember.
Huh. For some reason, I thought you totally had more from the word go.
Nope.
All right.
Spoiler alert, you get more air
Let's keep
dashes.
up with me now.
Eyeball real quick.
Yeah.
Horsey. Oh, I think that... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I'm glad that me messing that up did not count against me for, dying.
Are you trying to do a no death run?
No, but one of my board countermeasures is kill a bunch of enemies without dying.
Ah, okay.
Because let me tell you, if this was a no-death run, we have
I
failed.
was gonna say, I feel like you already died at some point, but my memory's terrible. So
I
who
died.
knows?
I died in this episode, even.
Oh yeah, you know, now that I think about it, you're right. I didn't remember because you didn't have a gun there, so it was clearly non-canon.
All right, now we can dodge. Can't open that door because I'm still level 1.
The dodge is useful, but I'm not gonna lie, it feels like the least useful defensive upgrade.
Yeah. Well,
Because things get so crazy in this game that I feel like dodging is rarely enough to get you away from danger.
Well done.
I feel like it's mostly used for traversal and also for
Yippies.
avoiding grenades and stuff.
In the last drop. I'd really need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here
Eyeballs.
seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati.
Hey, by the way, I've updated and
I
started
need to get
control.
lockdown lifted,
Hey.
Otherwise I can't.
I have no gun.
You should probably equip your gun.
I should probably put a gun on.
Yes,
It's a good thing I thought of that.
Easy.
Yeah.
Didn't run around like a jackass with no gun.
It's just around the corner. But first,
What kind of idiot would do that?
we need to
Crazy
get
person, that's who.
working. Very small couple of hours.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's
Continues to be reacting to
That's why
the
you'll
internal
make a
monologue.
great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table.
And also just speaking in Finnish idioms.
Perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. The power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear.
Although
like a
disappear
fart in
like a
Sahara.
fart in the Sahara is a good
I am
idiom.
my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I
I'm
go
sure
to my
these instructions will
vacation.
be very clear, Adi.
The works on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all.
He's
You'll
gonna
take
go
care
on
of it, and
vacation,
soon this
goddammit.
crisis is gonna be last winter's
You
snow.
can't rattle his
You
vacation.
better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back.
I don't
leads to the
understand that idiom. I feel like
Door in the
most of
back.
them are you can kind
That's
of
great.
get the gist of,
Thank you,
but
Adi.
not having to run so your head's not your third leg. I don't quite understand what that means.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer.
Okay, correction. I also don't quite understand burn it into a reindeer, not a moose. Let's get these doors opened.
So what you're saying here is you don't understand the majority of Adi's idioms.
I understand most of them.
Do you?
I would say so.
So I feel like you understood one out of that last batch of like 5.
I understood.
Was that just a rough patch?
I understood 3. There were only 2 that I'm like, I don't quite get this. Now hold on, we gotta watch Max Pants smoke.
Northmoor was director before me. I never wanted his job. I never wanted power. I purposefully avoided it, didn't trust it, didn't want to rely on it. Northmoor was all about power. A man like an explosion, hungry for authority, for order, for more, until it was too much. I had to find a solution in the end, contain the situation. Northmoor never liked me, but he went along with it, to his credit. He didn't really have a choice. I suppose at the end of the day, a director's most basic duty is to keep the lights on. Here's to you, Northmoor. There were no prime candidates waiting in the wings, but I was there. Had been the whole time, keeping my head down, working my ass off. I had nothing to lose. I picked up the gun almost on a dare.
Probably shouldn't pick up weird magic guns on a dare, Max Payne. You're not the magical gun wizard.
I mean, now that he has the or once he had the service weapon, wasn't he?
I mean, I guess, basically. If anyone sees
Also, by the transitive
shit.
powers of gun wizardry, doesn't that mean that Jesse is now the magical gun wizard?
Probably. If anyone sees a merry-go-round horse going around, do not try to contain it on your own, and don't bind it to yourself. Well, mess that one up.
To be fair, those people are obviously punks.
He's just inside. He'll help you.
Ma'am! Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in...
No, I'm
We
fine.
all love HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure. Ma'am.
Hit me,
Let's
the
skip the
director.
formalities, please.
Right. Faden. Ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here.
A little bit.
Honestly, I feel like this whole new director thing
Whatever's
is an
gotten
upgrade
into
all
our
around.
bodies Has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters.
Trench seemed like kind of a
It
jerk.
keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry.
I
Bureau jargon.
mean,
It's what we call the power plant.
do you want Max
big
Payne as
rolling
your
metal thing.
boss?
No.
Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See,
In
what's
what world
inside
would
is-
that seem like a good idea? Have you seen Max Payne? All he does is drink, smoke, and murder people.
No, it came down a few
Talking
days ago before
metaphors.
everything went to hell.
Yeah, but he does that while drinking, smoking, and murdering.
Vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but
And
that
taking
he
an
hid somewhere
ungodly amount
else.
of pain
Still,
pills.
at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Do you think some company tried to strike up a sponsorship deal with Max Payne for their own brand of
I love
painkillers?
playing 20 questions as much as the next guy.
Because
I would do that in a
got to get
heartbeat.
the water and
God, I
electrical
hope
systems repaired
not.
Before this baby blows, I'll have my guys unlock the doors out.
I already have strong
I'll take care of it.
opinions
You
about
stay and keep the hiss away from
medical
the plant if you can.
ads.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is?
I really like this random memo I just found
I'll keep an eye out
about some
for it.
poor FBC worker who
Sure
was
have a
apparently
lot of
made to
faith in
catalog
bots.
every individual piece of an airplane.
Try to stay alive.
Oh yeah.
An entire airplane. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it
When the
takes to make an
converters and coolant
airplane
pumps are working
TFP?
again, we should
Because
lot.
he
get
does.
back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here?
I like the
Arish?
idea that
Security
the
chief of the
reason
maintenance
they're
sector.
doing
I make sure all
the
the weird shit down
evil,
here doesn't bother the maintenance
weird
crews. Learned everything I know from
monster
Salvador.
people
Best
are doing
security
things just because
agency
they want to make
bureau
this guy's
headquarters.
life harder.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder.
This
just
one
'cause we
guy in
fix pipes
particular.
instead of
Yep.
writing
It's the
memos.
worst.
I gotta be honest.
Gotta make him
These are the
pay.
bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like
Makes sense.
secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't feed
It's
it
all part
after
of the job.
midnight. Don't get it wet.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Like the idea that
Any
Ati's
idea where
got
he's from?
a bunch of
I'm
weird
guessing
stories.
Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I feel like it is a guarantee that Audie has a bunch
What do
of
you know
weird
about
ass
the
stories.
service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say...
I do
new
also
was our
like
best
this
bet.
conversation where Arish here talks about the service weapon
I should be going.
and
Right.
talks about how
You got a
when
lot down to
Trench
lift.
uses it, it looked different. So I like the idea that the service weapon kind of changes to match the aesthetics of whoever is using it.
I like that idea, and I also really like the memo you get about the service weapon when you first get it, where it explicitly mentions that, well, via redacted bits that you can kind of glean something from. It mentions that it may or may not also be Excalibur, etc., etc.
Yes.
I fucking love that concept of the service weapon itself is like through the ages just a classical ass. This is the magical ass weapon you want. It's also the fact that you just have Excalibur but a gun.
There we go. There's the ability to launch grenades back at the enemy. That's what I want. Well, let's get some more energy. Why not? Wait. Wait, do you get multiple air dashes already? Hold on. Oh, you can dash multiple times in the air. My bad.
Itching for some real action.
No, you're not, lady. Don't lie. Well, let's go coolant pumps, I guess. That's first on the quest list. Oh god, the explodey enemies are the worst.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, not gonna lie. Especially when they spawn in and you haven't noticed they have spawned in.
That, and also I feel they're hilariously bad in expeditions. That's just a common thing. But every time I've done an expedition thus far, there's always one section of the wave island that's just like, we're gonna spawn in like 30 of them. Spoilers for when you get to expeditions.
I could go on one, but I have not yet. Because the enemies, when I went there for the little story bit, were like level 6. I am not. So it's like, I'm gonna wait before I hit it.
Makes sense. I really want to get the big, the outfit you get. Not because I would ever equip it, but because I think it looks cool.
Yeah, you'd still never wear it, but you just
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
Just like the gold suit, just like the asymmetrical suit.
Yep. Oh, you done the asymmetrical suit?
No, I know where it is. I know you gotta do the mirror thing, but I haven't started yet.
Spoilers for later content.
Yeah.
We'll get
Spoilers, there's a mirror, and it's significant.
there. That's cool.
Oh, more clocks. There's a lot of clocks in here.
So yeah, there are. What? What is... Oh, hello. Ow! Shit. That was unpleasant. Go away. There we go. I do also really like, because we're going to take a brief diversion from the main story here, to throw some things in this furnace. Because that's an
Speaking
Aki
of throwing things in the furnace, well, I guess you did never find the other things that the furnace likes, huh?
Did Ati need barrels full of hazardous biological
Okay.
material?
That mission is not the only time you can throw things in the furnace for fun and profit.
Oh.
There are specific other items that the furnace is a big fan of that you can feed to the furnace
Like
for
breaking some
rewards.
environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, and I'll get it done.
Which is how you get that mod for the gun that makes every bullet you land return to you. Is there's like 7 hidden items you have to bring to the furnace and feed it. Which I actually discovered on accident, because I saw a thing that was like suspicious looking. And then I noticed like 3 or 4 more of them and was like, okay, this has to be an actual thing.
Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me.
Furnace has been talking to this lady.
Listen.
I'd talk to the furnace. The furnace seems alright.
Did you hear that?
Not really.
It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked, and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe it. Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find.
It's always an ominous combination of sentences of "What do you eat?" Oh, I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
That could mean anything.
It could, but what I think it means is it likes to eat people.
You would think that. You're always assuming the worst about inanimate objects.
I am. You can never trust inanimate objects. You can't look them in the eye because they don't have any.
What about like stuffed animals?
Those you can look in the eye, and those are trustworthy. It's just, you know, all the other.
Are they, or is that like weird animated object bias?
I think
Because they look like a living thing, so you're just like, oh yeah, no, I can trust this.
Yeah.
Because I'm object racist.
Speciesist.
I don't think it's really species when it comes to like animate v inanimate.
It's always really awkward to try and get this one. Whoops. Nope. That's not how you do it. Can you do it from like here? Maybe. Platforming. Nope. Actually, I wonder if I can just. There we go. I don't even have to jump for it. I think when I did this last time, I like clipped up into that area and grabbed it, which is decisively not how you're supposed to do that. Here you go, Furnace. I've got some nice biohazard waste for you. Unsold copies of RE6. Biohazard waste. Why do we even use these fucking tubes if they just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension?
I understand these people's frustrations working at the FBC, I'm not gonna lie.
There's another thing down here. Need them crafting materials. Give me them ritual impulses.
Open your...
Which, by the way... Oh, bitrate. Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on,
You
bitrate.
gonna talk about how all of the crafting materials are?
Basically, but hold on. Because I got no bitrate.
Anchor.
Did not help.
I'm seeing the photo mode again.
I'm still at like 0 to 300 bit rate.
Okay, well, I just want to point out that for a moment, it technically
Reconnection successful. 300 bit rate.
getting closer.
I'm just gonna go like reset the router real quick. I
Okay.
think. So enjoy this BRB screen. It's very Eric Andre show.
It's very hastily put together BRB. Bad. You just
Wait.
gave up and started playing Civ.
It totally says Civ 5 is running for some reason.
Well, that might have something to do with some of your problems.
It might.
I don't know for sure, but
Resetting the router did not seem to help very much.
oh, Civ 5, not Civ 6. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought it said Civ 6.
V and VI are very similar Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We're back.
Nice. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Sort of. I'm gonna switch my internet one more time back to the other thing, and maybe that'll. Wait. Oh. Come on. You're doing so much better. Now you're going back down. Nope, that's still 0. Yeah, I know that my current bitrate is low. Thanks, YouTube. Hey, I think we're back. That took long enough. Well, bitrate. Man. As soon as I unpause, why did bitrate go to poop? Nope. When I go into photo mode, the bitrate goes up, and then when I unpause, it goes down. Really hope Make Me Mad comes back soon, so he comes back to the stream and just sees this. Are we good, bitrate? Seem to be good. Keeping an eye on you, bitrate. That seems bad.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Coolant bumps. I believe around here is also the home of one of the most annoying side quests for me in the game.
My old enemy, the Glock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with him.
Jesus.
He is very clever.
Ow!
We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
What the hell is that?
So these are good
It's the most
questions.
disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Ow! Gross. Bad clog. Uh-oh. Is he making that as typing? Discord. Okay. He's just gonna bow out. I'll play a little bit more. Just do like maybe 10 or 20 minutes, but also because I'm about to die. I fight the clog. Oh. Speaking of dying. Alright, let's try this again.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Yep, coolant pumps. Okay. I don't think I actually need to go into the pipeworks to fight the clog quite yet. I think that's a later Ozzy quest. Extreme strength drain cleaner. La talking. Oh wait. That seems like a thing to need one of them. Oh, somebody's unhappy about that. Ow. Whoop. Oh shit. So run away from. Oh no! Oh god. Professionalism. Mic stands. It's not gonna help make you Matt's big headache. I apologize, headphone users, for the fact that all of you are now deaf. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew. Dudes up there. I bet this is the last pump somewhere. Go. Oh, I dropped my cube. Let's. Okay, now I have to do the pipe.
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. He is very clever.
What the hell is that? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. Caught him with his hand in the fish trap. You should never get caught with your hand in the fish trap. Oh, hello. You can't rush the clog. Clog does what the clog wants. Done. Gross. Whoa.
Just hold together a little longer.
That didn't sound great.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Yay, fix the pipes. Also, I believe... There's the elevator. Oh, and a boss. Right. Excuse me, sir. I really need you to drop the shield. Oh, nope. Go away. Screw in this mic stand again. Hold on. I realize something sounds exciting over here, but... Outta here. It's not Beyblade, ma'am. Pretty sure that hits just Wilhelm screams. What the? Way. Uh-oh. Oh, there's so many hits. Oh my god. Are we done? Alright. And on that bombshell, a game of short streaming, apparently. Yeah, more stuff. Oh, but I can't turn in these board countermeasures. Alright. Join us next time for some more Control. Maybe next time will finally be a long stream. Who knows?